All right, it is 5:43 in the morning. I got up at 4. I'm having myself a nice, delicious, sugarless, super powerful espresso while we suddenly get breaking news from Dubai, UAE, not Dubai. Let me make it dramatic. Da-da! We get breaking news from UAE. I should have been one of those. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Good morning. And this is Machedo speaking to you from BBC World. Today's headlines. Well, given my extraordinary looks and my wonderful Indian accent, I'm sure not many people would give me. Unless, of course, there was a thick accent allowed. In fact, I find it sometimes funny when people comment below my videos, hey bro, cool tats, man, cool tats. But why are you sounding like Indian? Why are you sounding Indian? Arey Baba, because I'm Indian, I'll sound like Indian only. Chinese will sound like Chinese. African will sound like African. American will sound American. Scottish will sound like Scottish. Indian will sound Indian. What, you want all of us to sound like you? Some people, stupid. Number one is stupid. Okay. Anyway, this, like some of my friends say, the cheaper version, the Indian version of Mike Tyson, the cheaper version. Yes. Whatever you want to say, say. In my 25 years, I've listened to all this. Okay. I'm wasting time. I know. Relax. Let's get to the breaking news. Da-da. Wait, sorry. Da-da. Okay. So the breaking news is man arrested in UAE over Google review. Da-da. A shocking story. I'm trying to make it dramatic. Okay. So let us see what happened. Craig Ballentine sounds like one of those wrestlers, Valentine. Craig Ballentine, a care worker from Northern Ireland. Irish. My first wife was Irish, but not Northern Ireland. She was from Clondalkin. So this guy was from Northern Ireland. He faces legal troubles in UAE after posting negative review, very bad review. So, who did he put the bad review? Did he put for a restaurant? Did he put for Islam? Did he put for Prophet Muhammad or Sheikh Muhammad? Or who did he put? Let's dig deeper. His ordeal highlights UAE's strict cybercrime laws, which could lead to charges of slander and potential imprisonment. This is the reality in many countries. Even in Thailand, there are defamation laws. In fact, some of you may not know this. In Thailand, this is just to make sure that you are prepared. In Thailand, if you're taking a video and there is, let's say, a Thai lady or a Thai man, and you made a video and they didn't give you permission, they can actually take you to court. Seriously, this is not a joke. And that is just, that might sound silly, but these Google reviews, if you eat in a restaurant and you didn't enjoy the food, and let's say it was legit, you put a bad Google review, you will be jacked. Even if you are right, let's say there's a person who parked the car the wrong way. You took a photograph of this and you put it on Google review and you named and shamed him. Their name and reputation matters a lot. You can't do that. It's what I tell people is, see, social media, you have a lot of privileges. Yes, you'll always like to compare it to the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, here we have freedom to speak our minds off. Yes, but know the laws of the country that you're residing in. If you're staying in the United States, behave like the people in the United States. But if you are in Rome, like they say, be as the Romans are. By the way, Even in countries where you have freedom of speech and freedom of expression, you can still get jacked. In France, you speak about the French government, you speak about Israel, you speak about maybe even if you speak about Christianity, you can get into trouble. Sorry, Islam. Out of all the things, you speak Islam, you'll be known as a bigot. In the United States, there was that Indian female, but she is Indian origin. She threatened I want you to Google search this one. Huh? This was very serious. This Indian female threatened county or threatened council members. We are going to find out where you stay and we are going to strangle you to death or something like that. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression. She spoke what she had to. It was just a meeting, a council meeting over. They have many security checks. So just because they had installed a few extra security checks, she said that you are hampering our freedoms and all that. Indian origin, fat, little chubby female, Indian. And she said, we are going to find you motherfuckers and we are going to find where you stay and strangle you and kill you. Okay, freedom of speech. Well, guess what? You got your freedom of speech. The council members, they immediately, excuse me, did you, wait, stop, Mrs. Indian name, whatever. Did you threaten us? And they put police charges, criminal charges on her. And she was taken to court. And there, before she was very brave. And then she was, she was crying. It seems that she'll have to pay maybe, I don't know, $100,000 or $500,000 or $1 million, whatever. Very good, very good. I was very happy. Yes, our Indian, put them in jail only. Let them be there only. Freedom of expression, freedom of this thing. Now, coming to this one, you'll say, hey, but what if you're eating in a restaurant and the restaurant is bad? Okay, the service was pathetic. Use common sense. That's all I'll tell you. Use common sense. Like, for example, when I was in UAE, I stayed in UAE for nearly 35 plus years. Okay, I never gave anyone a public negative review. No matter, even if he was not local, Filipino, Indian, I just avoided. I didn't want drama. You need to use common sense, my friend. So, coming to this guy, okay. So, he worked as a kutta. Kutta means dog grooming saloon. He worked in a dog grooming. Make the dogs look sexy and handsome and all that. In 2023 for 6 months. Okay. So, he was a very good dog saloonist, if you call it. He felt sick. Okay. And then he provided doctors. Oh, I'm very sick. I have dog COVID. Okay. And then I think there are no details here, but then it seems he was marked as absconding because he was not attending work. Over here, I would say there's a gap in your communication. If you don't communicate properly, you'll get in trouble. And let's say you're sick and the owner says, no, you can't take a day off. Boss, this is UAE. This is not USA. This is not Ireland. This is not UK. You're in a foreign country. You follow the foreign rules. Your boss says, bring your ass back to work. If he's a local shokel, you bring your ass back to work. You can take your white privileges and try somewhere else. Okay. So he didn't report to work. Maybe he's right. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's right. But he was marked as absconding. Then this designation led to a travel ban that in 2 months and significant expenses to lift. So then I think he got into a legal trouble with his boss and he got bambooed, for which he had to spend some money. So he has had a very bad experience with UAE. Habibi, come to Dubai. Okay. So after returning to Northern Ireland, after he went there, then he got brave. I'll show you MFs. I'll show you camel lovers who I am. And then he went to Google review and he wrote quite a number of beautiful things, which I am not too sure what he, but I'm pretty sure with his Irish accent and his Guinness beer and all the fundas and eating caudle and, maybe a nice crusty pie, shepherd's pie. I don't know if it is Irish, maybe British. He wrote a fantastic, with maybe OpenAI, ChatGPT, criticizing his employer for his hardships. Maybe it's true. See, until now, he has done everything proper. He left the country. After he left the country, he named and shamed and bamboozled the Allah Akbar out of his employer. Fine. Okay. Until now, he's smart. Now, where he's a stupider is in October, this same Mr. Genius, Craig Ballentine, decided to return to UAE on a holiday. Wow, fantastic, mind blasting. So, I'll tell you what he did. He goes to Allah Gula country. He goes there, has a bad time. And he's like, bastard, I'll show you who I am. He waits to get out of the country. After he gets out, your Allah is this, your Prophet Muhammad is this, your Sheikh is this, and your camels are this, and you can put my hairy white balls on your head and dance. Ha! Fuck you! Okay. Until now, fine. You're smart. Okay. Then, like in India, they say, Kidagiri, he had some worm up his ass. And all of a sudden, he was like, okay, I insulted the Allah Gullah, Rasgullah, I insulted Prophet Muhammad, I insulted UAE, I insulted Sheikh. Okay, now I'll come back. All is forgotten. They can never do anything. They are nice people. And he bought his ass there. Like this, you put your neck. He gave his neck to them. Here, squeeze. Here, squeeze my balls. Here, just squeeze, do what you want. So they were like, oh, welcome, come. As soon as he arrived there, little did he know that his beautiful name was nicely posted all over in the database. And so soon as he arrived in Abu Dhabi airport, he was detained without any contact with his friends and families, and then transferred to Dubai. And now he awaits legal proceedings. Talia. And why I'm clapping is not for the legal case. I'm clapping for his stupidity. Because he's the number one stupid. Super stupid. Okay. All right. I was just about to publish this video when I suddenly, to my shock, I found out that this Irishman who's jailed in Dubai was not jailed because an Emirati or a Muslim opened the legal case against him. I was under the impression that he insulted maybe an Emirati guy or a Muslim guy or an Arab guy. To my shock and surprise, the case has been opened by an Australian woman. Maybe she's the owner of the company, and she opened this case against him, and she's refusing to drop it. And it is, her influence or whatever is so strong, or she's so well in tune with the law, that this Irishman realized he couldn't get out. And now what he has done is he has gathered a team of human rights activists or the government people or, members of the parliament from Ireland or whatever. And they are literally begging and pleading. They even deleted the review. They apologized. Now they are requesting as a mercy bid. They are asking this Australian, please. And they are putting pressure. So what I'm trying to tell you is, look at the shocker, the twist in the entire story. All the while we think that Arabs are bad or Muslims are bad or, these UAE locals, Emiratis. This is Ireland versus Australia. Oh, I'm not laughing for the pain and suffering that this poor guy is going through, but just look at the fun, because all the while we have this image, Muslims bad, Arabs bad, UAE bad. But now it is an Australian woman. And you can check the details for this in the Irish Sun. Anyway, back to the video. I was completely blown away when I found this out. Let me know your thoughts. So, now, his current situation. Although he's released from custody, he's barred from leaving UAE. He has a travel ban. No, you wanted UAE. You can enjoy UAE. Enjoy as much as you want, but you're not going back. We are going to bamboo you. We are going to give you the camel hospitality. Okay. So he's staying with a friend in Dubai. He cannot work. He cannot return to his job. Who asked you to come? Okay. The uncertainty and emotional strain has left him traumatized. Why did you come? You wrote a Google review, you insulted the employer, you did all the Allah Gulla Rasgulla, and now you're shameless enough to come back. It's like you vomited and then you came back to the moment. Okay. Impact on the family. Craig describes the experience as emotionally and financially devastating, which is obvious. I'm not going to make fun of him there. His family and friends are distressed when they couldn't reach him after the arrest, which I totally agree. Fine. I'm not going to make fun. He remains in a limbo, unsure how long the charges will take. Yeah, it'll take some time, few months. Couple of months, weeks, months, or years. Then once you go back, you'll become a smart man. You'll realize, I'm not going to be a stupid again. I'm not going to come to the Middle East again. I will be happy with my Northern Ireland hospitality. I'll go to all the Western countries except here. Okay. So, campaign for release. Craig's close friend Sean Morgan has led a campaign to bring him, calling the situation ludicrous. Sorry, my English is fantastic. Advocacy group are trying very hard to get him. Yes, you have to try. Don't leave. A live Q&A session was hosted on X to shed light on Craig's case. I'll give you my serious analysis towards the end. Political and diplomatic interventions. Appeals have been made by Northern Ireland's First Minister Michelle O'Neill, who was contacted by UAE Embassy, the Foreign Commonwealth Development Office, FCDO is also involved. Okay, everybody is involved. Okay, conclusion. This story highlights the serious consequence of online reviews under UAE strict laws. Well, rather it is you need to know the laws and regulations of the country that you're visiting. Don't visit a country if you are not ready to follow the laws. And if you're so smart enough like him that you write a Google review after you've left the country, don't be stupid enough to come back to the same country. It's like you vomited and now you're coming back to the vomit to taste. How does the vomit taste? Okay. His family, friends, and supporters will continue to fight for his release, but the outcome remains uncertain. I have a feeling he will be sent back because they don't want to keep him there. They don't get any benefit out of this. And I really feel bad for the family, friends, and everyone else because it's not a good situation to be. Okay. On a very serious note, what has happened to Craig Ballentine is typical of all these Westerners who think, I don't know, for lack of a better term, sometimes they don't use their common sense. Okay. When you're going to these countries like Middle East or you're going to the East, don't think that you have the privileges of your country in all other countries. Just don't think that. And when you post something online where you're giving a negative review, if you get bamboozled, then why are you crying about it? And after you've insulted an employer of a country and I don't know what he has written, you're stupid enough to come back to the same country, man. Come on. It's like, what? Heart of hearts, very genuinely speaking, I really hope the situation gets resolved. I hope he gets sent back to his country, his family, his friends, because, I mean, who derives pleasure seeing any human being suffer? I don't think it's fun for anybody. Okay. Yes, in terms of being a YouTuber and all that, I might, be sarcastic about the whole incident, but there's no pleasure. There is no. It's There's nothing funny about anybody suffering. Okay. So Craig Ballentine, I hope he gets released as soon as possible. I hope he deletes all these stupid reviews that he has online. Just don't be online. Stay with your family. Live a good life. And please, next time when you're booking a holiday, don't go back to the same country where you have a bad track record, at least what you put online. And I hope all's well that ends well, like they say. Anyway, you guys let me know. Is he at fault? Is it the UAE, UAE government at fault? And remember what I told you. You go to any country and you break the laws of that country, then don't cry about it and say, oh, human rights and this and that. All right. Good, bad, ugly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is me signing off. And yeah, I will read your comments. You guys take care.